Welcome to Chakras and Cuss Words, a podcast that dives into self-improvement, completing goals, and overcoming modern-day obstacles. I am your host, Catherine, and together we will address our fears, establish self-awareness, and complete self-growth through honesty and reflection. Remember to please like and share this podcast. Thank you. Hello, everybody. So if you are listening to the replays, I am doing this room basically just for the replays. I already did this room earlier yesterday, and unfortunately the replays did not save, and I was like devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, it must be that that Pluto retrograde energy and just this partial solar eclipse really picking up where everything was kind of like not going in the right format. So I'm literally doing this room just for the replays. Today, I am going to talk about the astrology dates for May. This room's probably going to hold space for about 15 to 20 minutes. So for the first conjunction that we are having in May, I'm going to tell you, May looks like an optimistic type of month. We have a lot of whimsical energy with this month, but in actuality, we do have a lot of eclipses and also retrogrades. So we are entering the retrograde season and also fully entering eclipse season. For those who don't know, the alignment of Taurus and Scorpio are going to be popping back up in this month pretty consistently all the way until almost like 2023. So I really recommend that people check their Taurus and Scorpio placements to see where it is aligned in their charts and see how they can use that energy to really benefit them. So for those who also were participating in the original room, you know that we had the first partial solar eclipse in Taurus, which was a new moon. And for that eclipse, I didn't recommend that people did a lot of strong manifesting. For most of eclipse, what we really have to look at is that there's a shadow. There's really the element of alignment between the earth, the moon, and the sun. And the sun really represents our spiritual side, our higher enlightenment side, our self-gratitude side, our self-awareness side. And when we have an eclipse, that shadow tends to kind of dim the sun. It kind of dims our conscious state where a lot of our subconscious that isn't fully healed will come back up. So that's why I don't really recommend too much of the strong manifesting during the partial or full eclipses. So many people say it is a very powerful time, which it is, but that time should be centered around healing and also releasing. So we also have the Pluto retrograde that just started, and that actually started in Capricorn. So if you are a Capricorn or if you have a lot of Capricorn placements, it's almost like you're going to feel like this strong urge to do a quantum leap. Like you're going to be like, I'm so sick of this. I'm sick of everybody. I'm sick of this job. I'm sick of this boyfriend. I'm sick of this relationship. And it's like you just want to like break out of the box. You just want to do this full leap into something new, but you don't really understand what it is and you aren't really sure how to go about it. So if you are a Capricorn or have very strong Capricorn placements, just really take that time to transition, put your feet back on the ground and know that it is okay. This is too going to pass. If you do decide to do a quantum leap at this time and have this huge transition and transformation, just make sure that you stay in your Capricorn ways and really see if it is sustainable for you. Or make sure that it's something that you can really transition with where it's a free, easy transition and not something that's just like a oh my goodness, what did I just do? So, really, if you have Capricorn placements and you're feeling that energy, that is due to the Pluto retrograde. So right now, May 2nd, today, we have Venus enters Aries, which is all about love and really picking up our intimacy in areas that we are going to speak upon our passion. We want to be truthful in our affections, and we're also going to take a bold step, especially when it comes with our partners. On May 3rd, which is tomorrow, we have Jupiter in Pisces sextile in Pluto in Capricorn. This area is all about success, it's all about business, and it's all about strategy. Really take time to work towards what you see in your full goals. So, this would be like a perfect time to write some new affirmations leading towards your business and leading towards that area where you are more structured. The Pisces and Neptune area kind of might make you feel a little foggy in the brain, but that's because of the dreamlike state. So, it's okay to be optimistic as long as you have it laid out in front of you that you are moving towards the right direction. On May 4th, we have the Mars in Pisces sextile Uranus in Taurus. And I'm going to be honest, this is going to be some time where you're going to kind of like feel that rebellious energy. You're going to want to step out of your box. If you are centered around business more than romance, then this is going to be the time that you do something that has to do with your business that's more eccentric and it is a little bit more like something you've always dreamed of doing, but you haven't really put that full focus towards it. Then we also have on May 5th, Sun enters Taurus conjuncts with Uranus in Taurus. So this is a lot of strong Taurus energy. If you have strong Taurus placements, you're almost going to feel like rebellion, and also like you're just not really concerned about like how people feel about how you're feeling right now. So this is kind of like that area where if you are like stuck in like people pleasing ways or you do pick up those traits, this is going to be the time where you're going to start to eliminate that. Also, what you might see is some dynamics with parenting and also with the home front. So just be mindful that this energy is fully engaged right now with the Sun in Taurus and with a conjunction with Uranus in Taurus. And for those who don't know, Uranus is all about, breaking those everyday traditions and really living outside of the box. So, what you're going to really want to do is almost take a break and put that self gratitude back in. Then we also have Mercury and Gemini sextile with Venus in Aries. So, we might see some communication with our relationships that needs further clarity. So, keep that in mind. Also, on May 7th, we have Sun in Taurus, sextile Mars in Pisces. So, this energy is going to be really fun. In all honesty, I know everybody hears Mars and they always think, like, oh my goodness, aggression, intimacy, um, overly assertive, overwhelming energy. But really, right now, this is going to kind of balance out and it's going to help us explain what we need on our daily intentions that brings more to us in traveling through our wider perspective. So, have that in mind. Really have in mind where do you see yourself if it's in the state, if it's in a different area, if it's traveling on vacation, where do you see yourself and really having that passion to bring that next step forward. Also, May 10th, we have the Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini. And for those who don't know, I put a post up on my Instagram that this month is going to be all about our social circles. It's also going to be about collaboration. I usually don't speak too highly on collaborative moves. It's something that I think that a lot of people, if they are a content creator or a business brand, that they should also invest on doing solo creations. And there's a lot of reasons why. Is because not only does it help you become a leader in that area, but it really helps people understand your full brand and what it is and what services that you provide. As you can see for Gemini and for the month of May, we're going to step into our collaborative processes. Although this Mercury retrograde is going to kind of misalign us with our communication and also with technology, we're going to really want to be more subtle in the way we communicate with others. And we're also going to want to pick up more active listening traits. So, if you do feel that brain fog or that dreamy, optimistic area, don't worry where you're feeling like you can't really concentrate. Don't worry. In June, this retrograde will be slowing down, but also it will bring more alignment. So, what you're going to really want to do is make careful plans, make areas where you feel more like you feel more like subtle, where you pick up the listening versus just the assertiveness, especially right now with this Mercury and retrograde. There might also be dynamics in some of the friend circles in the social interactions. And then also on this day, we have a huge conjunction. It is basically like so fire. I can't even explain it. So we have Jupiter, who has been centered with Pisces basically all year, bringing this luck and abundance, and people are feeling very optimistic. And we see a lot of area in this where it's like the higher purpose, the higher strategy. Well, Jupiter is leaving Pisces and is actually traveling to Aries. So we're going to see that the Aries and some Libra conjunctions as well are going to really be feeling like in their element, especially the Aries. And the Aries has been on fire this year. I know I've said it multiple times that this is the year of the Pisces, but I really feel that Aries has had some good movement and has some really good areas where they've been able to manifest and set intentions and really create that substance to a lifelong journey of positivity. So for the Aries, more luck is coming. I encourage you to live in your divine self, really pick up that success and that confidence that Jupiter is giving, and feel fulfilled in working towards your dreams, because you are lucky right now. You are really on fire and you can take this to your full advantage. For May 15th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And this is an area where you are going to suddenly feel like a transition. You might feel like the past is aligning with you. So this is going to be the time where you say, why am I still not over this ex? Why am I still like lurking on his Facebook, his Instagram? Why am I not getting over the fact that maybe this project that I thought was going to plan out didn't really necessarily plan out to my full benefit? You're going to have a lot of whys, should I, coulda, woulda, houlda, blah, blah, blah. Just fucking throw that shit away. In all actuality, let this time pass. The eclipse in Scorpio is really going to bring up that past healing, that past releasing, and also that past energy where you do the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Don't live in that state too long. Let it pass and go ahead and transition. For that day as well, which is a very high energy day on May 15th. And I recommend that you do a lot of self-care, you do some journal affirmations, you really take that center where you feel very strong in your energy source of knowing that you are safe and that you are productive, because we also have a sun in Taurus squared Saturn in Aquarius. So this is going to be the time where you are feeling like almost too much. It's going to feel like a little difficult. It's going to feel like this energy where like that one person who used to drive you crazy at work is really like getting on your nerves. So take time for yourself, take time for resting, sip fresh tea, really get into that area where you are treating yourself in a divine state. Have time to relax and know that you are on the right path. Don't be centered in this, it should have been like that, it could have been like that. Don't have that strong area. It is a perfect time for you to work with the community if it is picking up some areas, or maybe you just sign up for a class within your community. Maybe do some resourcing with your collective group. It is a good time to work on that, but don't stress yourself out, because this energy is really high on May 15th. Also, we have the sun in Taurus and sextile in Neptune and Pisces. So, like I said, please know that you are very worthy in everything you do. So then on May 19th, we have Sun in Taurus trine Pluto in Capricorn. This is going to be an area where you are going to really start to structure your budget and also structure what works for you financially. If you do need to be in that area where you are checking the budget and what's going to work for you towards if it's planning a vacation, holding a course, getting some new clients. Make sure you do it in a strategy that doesn't make you feel overwhelmed, because you are going to have that energy where you're going to want to transition and almost like transform with that Pluto energy. So it might even be a good time for you to like start something new, because it's almost like a rebirth. But if you do already have a sustainable foundation, then just take in mind that your foundation is sustainable, and that urge to do a full pivot will pass as long as you feel that you are in your divine area and it's working for you. May 19th, we have Mercury in Gemini, sextile Jupiter in Aries, which is all about the visualization of what is going to come from what you are doing today. So, this is when you're going to want to write those strong goals. And this is also the time that you're going to want to communicate those goals with people on your circle, your inner circle, your family, your friends, your Instagram, your social media. This is where people are going to see, I like this transition she's doing. I like this transition he's working for. And you're going to start to lead that path where they follow you and they really see that area. May 20th, we have Sun enters Gemini. And this is all about, like I said, communication, working with others, and picking up that area of that Gemini energy. And then we have May 21st, Sun in Gemini conjuncts with Mercury in Gemini. And yes, we are still in a retrograde. So be mindful to have your communication laid out for you. Let the awkwardness pass. There might be some dynamics with the friend circles, but don't worry. If they are really for your friendship, this time will pass. If they're friends that you need to let go of, like frenemies, this is not the month to have any frenemies or quote unquote acquaintances. Like, this is the area where you're going to really want to be structured with pure friendships. Then we have May 22nd, where Mercury in retrograde enters Taurus. This is where we're going to see that our foundation is working for us, because if we're already fully aligned, it's not going to affect us. But this is going to be the area where we might feel like stuck in our path. It's also going to be that area where we are starting to make more decisions towards every situation. And in actuality, we don't need to do that. Everybody thinks that we have to have an answer for everything, and we don't. What we need to do is be confident in our pathways, be confident in the decisions we make, and be more flexible. So really take that to a notion, and this will last for about a couple of weeks, this Mercury in retrograde in Taurus. Then we also have Gemini on May 23rd, Sun in Gemini sextiles Jupiter in Aries. So this is all about getting into your goals and speaking them with love and abundance, and really seeing that energy full forward. Then we have May 24th, which is Mars enters Aries. This is going to be a time where you really pay close attention to the home dynamics. And also, you're going to feel like this boost of courage and also like action plan. So, like, if this is the day that you really feel motivated to like post something new, release the course, do something like that. Also, maybe travel or take time with a partner. This is like the day that you're going to want to do it. Also on May 26th, we have Venus, Aries, square Pluto, and Capricorn. Pay close attention to your emotions. Let your emotions accept them. Like it's okay to accept your emotions, but don't let them manipulate you or the relationship. Then May 28th, we have Venus enters Taurus. So, like I said, we're going to be seeing a lot of these Taurus and also Scorpio placements, really finding high energy all the way to 2023. So really check your charts and see how does this work for you. This is an area where we're going to be concentrated on luxury, affirmations, affection, and also financial matters. So take in account that it's okay to be steady. It's okay to really transition towards letting that money flow in and also out. It's okay to spend a little, guys. It's really okay. And then we have May 29th, Mars in Aries conjuncts Jupiter in Aries. This is all about going for the glory and really building that substance that makes you stand out. So this is all about making you stand out, where people see that you are also one of those people who's very centered in your work. And then May 30th, we have the new moon in Gemini. And this is all about friends, new adventures, picking up new social circles, and really taking that time to learn some new modalities and learn for bringing that contribution back to the social services, back to the social networks, back to the friend circles, the relationships, and also the community. So I hope I didn't go too fast, but I really want to get these astrology dates on replay so people can re-listen to them. I just want to thank everybody who popped in this room and have an amazing day. Bye.